This one just really did more damage to my skin than good. This comes in a really funky blue color. Maybe for oily skin types it might be okay. So woo! Hey everyone, welcome to Hau Chic. So today I'm going to show you my product Empties, and I have quite a few of them. I have more on the floor as well. I'm going to go through some cleansers, toners, serums, and also some face creams as well, and then some miscellaneous stuff. So I have a few products in here where I have used them from the very top to the very end. So for example, here in this rice toner, I've used it, but I have got my initial reaction to it. Then you have the middle time where you are just using this every day. After the few weeks, you have the actual response to the product and how you react to it, whether it's beneficial to your skin or not so good. I have it all here, and there's a lot to get through. So the first one I'm going to go through is one by Laneige, and this is the Perfect Renew Skin Refiner, and I've used this from November to end of January time. This one I actually really liked. It's a very gloopy texture. I just found that it really plumped my skin. It gave a really nice glow, and I just really love how simple and refreshing this one is. I use this in the morning and also in the evening, and I found that it really gave that plump, energetic feel to your skin. So this one is a really nice one. So I have the skin refiner, I have the emulsion, the serum, and the cream. So I bought the full set, and I have my opinions about them too. And this one I actually found that it was my favorite of the bunch. The next toner I used was the I'm From Rice toner, and this one is a very highly raved product. It's 150 mils, and I used this between mid-January to mid-March, so I had a good 2 months of using this. I personally didn't like this one, and I hate to say it, but because it was so highly raved about, this one just really did more damage to my skin than good. I mean, in terms of ingredient standpoint, the first ingredient is the rice extract, and it's got 77.78% rice extract, which should be, in theory, a good thing for my skin because I usually love rice extract. But for some reason, when I used this, it was very drying on my skin, and there's usually this milky powder within this, and I just did not enjoy this at all. So this one is actually aimed for dry to very dry skin, but this one for some reason really did not do anything for my combination to dry skin. And when I applied this, whether I used my hands or whether it was on a cotton pad onto my skin, did not do anything for me at all. So at the beginning I did think that I have something good to say about this rice toner, because I guess I was using all the different hyaluronic acids, the Laneige line, I was transitioning into this line, and I felt like it was doing the good brightening for the skin because it does have niacinamide and the rice extract to really brighten up the skin, but I just could not get along with this after the second week of using this. So this one has to be a no from me, and even down the line after 2 months of using this, I just did not enjoy this at all, and I moved straight on to the next toners, which I thoroughly enjoy so much more. The next set of toners are the miniatures, and this is the Purito Centella Green Level Calming Toner. I'm a huge fan of Purito, and this one is just no exception because I absolutely love Centella as an ingredient. It's got panthenol and portulaca extract, and it's just really good for refreshing the skin. It's again got that gloopy texture similar to the Laneige one, but it's not as thick. It's really good for oily skin types, but also it's very good for dry skin types because this is more for hydrating the skin. It's less of that creamy or lighter weight texture, but it's more of that hydrating, soothing texture. So I feel like all skin types can use this. As soon as you apply this onto your skin, it just really refreshes it, it brightens it, it just adds that extra bounce of hydration into your skin, and it's just phenomenal. This one is the scented version, and the good thing about Purito is that they do have the unscented line, which is really good for people who have sensitive skin to fragrance. This one is a plus from me. So moving on to serums, I have a huge range of serums that I've used. And the first one that I'm going to show you is the Laneige Perfect Renew Youth Regenerator. And it comes in a glass bottle like this. It's very, very luxurious. And at the back, it's just like this. And I've used this for 2 months, so from early November till late December. And this one I absolutely really loved. So this one is a really good gel-like texture and it just sinks into the skin straight away. So the good thing about this is that it has hyaluronic acid, which is really good for plumping the skin. It has peptides in here, which are really good for building the skin barrier. It has glycoproteins in there, which are really good for soothing the skin. And also I think it has ceramides, which is really good for forming the skin barrier. This one I really, really loved and I used it till the very end. This serum within the Perfect Renew skincare line is really phenomenal. So this one is a plus from me. I have 2 serums from The Ordinary and they're both very similar to each other. One comes in a clear bottle and one comes in a dark bottle, and they are both the buffet serums. This one is actually a lot cheaper because it doesn't contain copper peptides, but this one does, and it comes in this blue interesting color. This one is a clear solution. It's a bit milky, whereas this comes in a really funky blue color. Both of these I really like. They are super lightweight, absorbs to the skin straight away. And again, it's something that is really beneficial to repairing your skin barrier. So it's really hydrating for the skin because it contains the different molecules of hyaluronic acid. These 2 are really good ways. And if you can't afford this one because it does cost double the price at £28, then this one is a more affordable option at £12. You have a choice here whether you want to spend a little bit more for the copper peptides, or you can repair your skin barrier using this one. So the next serum I have is one by Kiehls, and this one is the Clearly Corrective Dark Spot Solution. So I last got this on the Dior and Kiehl's beauty shopping haul, and this one was part of a mini set that I got. This one I've been using from time and time again, and I always go back to this one if I want to reduce hyperpigmentation. I do question why this comes in a clear bottle because this is a vitamin C derived serum, and with vitamin C it's very hard to keep stable. It should always come in a dark packaging because light can destabilize vitamin C molecules. So it should come in something like this. So usually if a vitamin C serum does go off, then it turns into a yellow texture and it turns really gloopy as well. But if you open your product and use it as soon as possible, it will stay clear. But the main thing that you should do with this is that you should keep it in a dark room or in a cupboard somewhere. Another ingredient in here is white birch and peony extract, which is really good for lightening hyperpigmentation. And this one overall, it does initially feel like a little bit oily, but it does sink into the skin straight away and it just absorbs beautifully. It plumps the skin. I love how this feels on my skin. So this one I always go back to if you want to reduce hyperpigmentation, and if you do want to have that luxurious feel, then this one is a go-to. The last serum I have is one by Purito, again my favorite brand. So this one is the Purito Centella Green Level Buffet Serum, and the good thing about this is that it contains 49% Centella Asiatica extract. This is the miniature version, and I did get gifted this from YesStyle, but I always purchase the full size version all the time. So this is like the little baby bottle and this is the big bottle. I've even nearly finished this big bottle as well, and I have another unscented version of this in my drawer, which I do always use as well. I just take this one on the go with me. So this contains Asiaticicide, Asiatic acid and Madecassic acid are the 3 saponins that are present within Centella Asiatica. And another good thing is that it has niacinamide, which is really good for lightening hyperpigmentation. So this one is my staple go-to, which is why I have so many of these. I I'm also using the full skincare line because I love it that much. Now onto moisturizers. I have this one by Sana and it's the Soy 6-in-1, but I really love this one because it's a 6-in-1 lotion. It's really good for those lazy days, which I've had plenty of these before Christmas. I barely slept and I just use this one most of the time. I love this one because you don't need to apply so many products in one go. You don't have to go through the toner, the serum, then the cream or emulsion in between. You just cleanse your face and go straight to this and you're good to go. One thing I do love about this is that I have always been loving Sana Soy products because I've been using them since I think around 2011, 2012 time. And I think 8 or 9 years of love for this product, which was the original soy cream, not this one. I just think it's phenomenal. This one is a derivative of it. It's one of their anti-aging lines, and also it's got the moist version here. So it has that stamp. And this one is particularly good for those who really want to anti-age because this contains retinol, and retinol is a form of vitamin A. And vitamin A is really good for turning over the skin cells so that you can have fresh and young looking skin. So this one is actually really good. One thing that I didn't like about this is that it did feel a little bit too sticky. So only at nighttime use because it is a retinol derived product, but also just because when you do apply this onto your skin, it's just something that is sitting on your skin that you can feel. It's a little bit like wearing a sleeping mask, but it's very, very hydrating and I love this product. Results wise, I found that it really brightened my skin, really plumped the skin, and it really gave that soothing aspect that I love about soy. And this one, because it's very lazy and you can have the 6-in-1, it's just a really easy cleanse and then step and you can go. So the next cream I want to talk about is the I'm From Rice cream. I just did not enjoy this one. I used this from between mid-January to mid-March. And as you can see over here, I have not finished it because I just did not enjoy this. I heard so many amazing things about this, but again, I just did not enjoy the hype. A lot of people say that they love it, they think it does amazing wonders for your skin. I mean, I don't want to bash on I'm From, but for me, it personally didn't work. I really love their ethics. I really love how they source their ingredients. Their packaging is all glass, and all of the philosophies of this brand and product is on point. Did find that when I do apply this onto the skin, it was very silky smooth. It was very luxurious feeling, I do admit. But for some reason, when I do use this one, I actually felt like it stung my face a little bit. And over the time that I did use this, I just kept having to stop for a moment because it was just too much for my skin, and it did actually break me out quite a bit. I didn't find it very soothing, as people were saying, as it was irritating my skin, but also in the hydrating aspects of it. For my dry combination skin, it wasn't very good, but maybe for oily skin types it should be okay. But for me, it's a big no-no for me. And I'm sorry, I'm From, but I don't think I will try your rice line ever again. So the next product I'm going to talk about is the Klairs Rich Moist Soothing Cream. So this one is actually the new formula that they came out with, and also it comes in a bigger bottle. The previous one, I think it was around 50-60 milliliters, whereas this one is a big jumbo size at 80 milliliters. I do love this one a lot, which is why I squeezed the living daylight out of this. And it's like a toothpaste looking packaging, so it makes it easier to roll this up and to really get everything out. I absolutely loved this cream because it was so soothing for the skin. I actually didn't look at the ingredients trying this because I just wanted to experience and see what creams are out there that I do enjoy, and then I'll look into the ingredients afterwards. But looking at the ingredients from this, it was actually very good because it was very soothing and comforting for the skin. So this one contains glycerin as the main moisturizer. It also contains sodium hyaluronate, which is the hydrating aspect of it, just like glycerin. And it also contains a lot of ceramides, flower extracts. It contains my favorite Centella Asiatica Asiatica extract. This is just a phenomenal face cream that I absolutely loved, and I would definitely repurchase this. I'm a little bit torn on the next moisturizer that I'll talk about because I love both of them so much. And the good thing about Klairs and also my other favorite moisturizer is that they are both really good eco-friendly brands, and I am torn on whether I like Team Klairs or Team Purito. But the next one I'll talk about is the Purito Centella Green Level Recovery Cream, and this one is a miniature. It's very cute, but I do love the Centella Asiatica extract in the hair. It's got 50% in here and it contains a lot of really good ingredients. So again, it has the Asiatic side, medicatic acid and Asiatic acid, which are the three saponins in this, and it contains niacinamide at 2%, which is really good for brightening hyperpigmentation. And the feeling of this, I absolutely love this because it really does soothe the skin, it seals everything in, and it's really good for daytime and nighttime use. I love this so much so that I bought the bigger version of this, and I love that this is an unscented version compared to the Klairs one, which has essential oils in there, although they did reduce it down. So this one is the scented version and it does contain lavender oil, but luckily with lavender oil is the least sensitizing out of the bunch. Then I have the beautiful Dior Prestige La Creme Texture Essentielle. This one is absolutely stunning. Look at that packaging. This looked beautiful on my vanity table, and the only reason why I actually bought this was because of the packaging, honestly. In terms of ingredients wise, I was actually not very overwhelmed by it, but the packaging, it just sold me. This one is an exceptional regenerating cream for the face, neck and décolleté, and this is the Texture Essentielle, which means that it's not the extra rich one for dry skin, but it's not the light version for oily skin. It's just in the middle. I would never pay full price for the full size of this because it costs nearly £300, but this one is a 15 mils and it came in a mini set. I paid around £270 for the set that I will show you here. It came with this, it came with the mini lotion, and it came with a full size 30 ml serum. In terms of how this cream feels, it does genuinely feel very luxurious. It just soothed the skin straight away. In terms of ingredients, there's not much to it. It's very, very basic ingredients, and to be really honest, I felt like this was just the same texture as the Klairs one, except it comes in a really nice packaging. I guess you are paying for the name and the packaging, but in terms of the actual cream in itself, it's okay. It's not mind-blowing, but it is a soothing cream. I'd say it's a good cream, but it's not worth the price. So the last cream I'm going to talk about is one by IUNIK, and this is a beta glucan soothing cream. This one is really good for soothing the skin barrier. It's good for brightening and wrinkle care, and it's got really good soothing properties about it. It's got panthenol, which is really good for soothing the skin. The main ingredients to improve skin barrier function in here is beta glucan, natural moisturizers from mushroom. It's got my favorite Centella Asiatica extract, and it's got a red fruits complex which contains prunus, raspberry, strawberry, peach and punica. I actually thought it was okay. It wasn't really mind-blowing, but it did the job of soothing my skin. I actually felt the luxuriousness of the Dior one, the Klairs one, and the Purito face creams were much more beneficial to me. This one I felt like it wasn't hydrating enough for me, and when you do apply this onto the skin, it's a little bit more of a sorbet type texture rather than a creamy texture that really soothes and calms the skin. I guess if you do have sensitive skin types, then it is very beneficial. This one is actually a really good affordable option, but I do find that the Purito and Klairs one is just the same price. That is everything in here, and everything is just splayed onto the floor because I do that. And I have thoroughly enjoyed trying so many different products, and I will continue to do so. those are my initial thoughts and also my continuous thoughts about them, and seeing what I thought the pros were and the cons were. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. So if you like these type of videos where I talk about beauty, fashion and lifestyle, especially luxury beauty and also eco fashion, then please do like and subscribe. And if you just want to chat to me anytime, then please do message me on Instagram at Hau Chic, and I give you all of my hugs and my love. Bye.